Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is B Norm, father of the storm. That's who I be, man. What's going on, coach? How you doing?
B. Norman Jr. from the no, B. Norman Senior. My bad, from the ATL.
Yeah, yes,
Uh,
sir, yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother. I'm so happy that you called.
So like salam, my brother. Listen, I am going to induct myself as the number one Boots hater. That's what I'm gonna come out at. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be the number one Boots hater until he get in that ring. I'm gonna be the number one Boots hater. I'm gonna be the person that comes out and tell you what he gonna do before he do it, because I done already peaked his move. I done already peaked his game, and I've been telling y'all he pussy fine. That's what's going on.
Brother, now them niggas from Philly already know threaten you already. You haven't learned your lesson. Brother, how can you say Boots is pussy five? Boots fans have let it be known that they say your son dunked Boots at 147, brother. That's what they saying. So
Hey man, look,
Boots,
it's funny. It's funny that they say that when there was a dollar amount that could have been had, that the fight would still wouldn't have happened for several reasons. But that was a fight that's supposed to happen at the end of the year that your man's asked for allegedly.
Mhm.
That your man's asked for allegedly. Then all of a sudden your man got cold feet. He went and he went and forged him a doctor's note, and he got the hell on. That's what happened, coach.
you say he forced him a doctor's note.
He forced him a doctor's note, said he was 30%. That's what we call him. That. Yeah. We call him Mr. 30%. He missed 30%. That's what he is. He missed 30%. That's what he is, coach. He missed 30%. So listen. No, what's funny to me is, I ain't gonna lie to you, coach. You know I knew about it.
Yeah.
I called it. We talked about it.
Yeah. You the one told me. I ain't believe you. I didn't want to believe you.
I know.
You told me.
Yeah,
You told me this last week. You told me this last week.
Yes. So y'all let it be known. I be knowing what be going on, okay? I make sure I know what's going on. That's my job, to be in the know. That's what I know exactly what be going on, when it be going on. The Rashida Ellis thing was a stunt. The announcement of Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis at the beginning of 2026 was a stunt. It was a stunt to lessen this blow to all of y'all diehard Ennis fans that's just hoping and praying for this man to be what y'all want him to be. That's why he strategically announced Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz a few days before Boots come out, because the fight was already set when he announced that. When he announced that Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis, the one with Usman Lima was already announced. So what he wanted to do was soften the blow to let y'all know what was coming. See, y'all slow.
Yeah.
Eddie know that. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what? Hey, listen. How did you know? You told me this. You told me this about a week ago. I think you told me this last Monday or last Tuesday. You say, Coach, Boots already got his contract. He's fighting a dude named Usima Lima or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
Yeah, I said this to you. I
You
told
said
it to
this
you.
to
Like,
me?
what you talking about? Remember, we had a whole conversation. Listen to me, man. It's all a front. It's all a facade. It's all for y'all. We all know the man's talented. Ain't nobody ever said the man's sorry. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody said that. But, sometimes people ain't got everything they need to be where they need to be. How many times we done heard them stories about somebody who was the baddest man on the planet in high school, and he never made it past high school? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The man ain't got no heart. And from this point on, the fact that he announced it himself, he put on his Instagram. I sent it to you.
Bro, you was the one that told me before this. It's two things you told me. Now I'm like, you know what? I think you know what you be talking about. You told me. You told me a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago. You say, Coach, Boots just re-signed with signed a long-term multi-year deal with Matchroom. That wasn't even announced. That wasn't even announced in the public. I didn't want to believe you. I say, no, he ain't do that. You say, Coach, when you gonna learn to listen to me? The man signed the multi-year deal with Matchroom. I say, D, that don't make no sense. He's a free agent. He's gonna get paid way more money fighting directly with Turkey Ali Sheik than dealing with Eddie Hearn. You said, Coach, he re-signed the multi-year. I didn't want to believe it. Then you told me he was fighting Usima Lima a week before the news even came out officially. I didn't want to believe it. You was right about both of those things.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, I know the play. I know the play. The play is he's playing his fans. He's playing his fans, and his fans will never grow up. They're gonna have to keep constantly diving and weaving to make up excuses for this man. And the fact that he came out and announced this fight, and I'm gonna say it with a straight face because it ain't no laughing emoji in the post. It needs to be a laughing emoji at the bottom of that post. Come out, he finna fight Usman Lima on the blah 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 after telling me you just a unified and you this and you that after ducking. After coming back off, you want to undisputed at 147, you was about legacy. After talking about people who don't want to fight you and ducking you, and after calling out all these names, and when the names get to calling you, you get your ass the hell on. You get to running. Come on, coach.
No, but see,
when they gonna wake up? When they gonna wake up, coach? When they
gonna wake up? What about the brother? There was a brother that just called here from Pennsylvania, named 40th Street Black. He said the reason why Boots can't get these big name fights because everybody ducking him. They scared of Boots. Everybody's terrified of Boots. So my question is, if everybody's terrified of him, how is he going to get the big name fights if everybody's scared of him? That's what the brother say. That don't make sense to me, but that's what the brother say.
Now these, of course, it don't make no damn sense. He from Philly, come on, he ain't gonna make no sense. You know how they go. If he on Boots' side and he still going with it, Boots ain't even saying nothing no more. They making up what Boots saying. Boots they not even talking no more. They just allowing the fans to create their own narrative. That way it ain't got to be a lie.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Think about what I'm saying, coach. If you got somebody, if I don't got to say nothing, so you got to say you said because the last time you said something was a lie. The last time you said something went against what you said before. So if you got somebody, if you find out you got fans that's gonna make up what they wanted to be, why would you even talk? The man don't talk because he know they gonna make it right. They gonna make it right, and then when one make it right or when one make it sound okay, the other one gonna make it okay.
So you said they making shit up. So you say they're running cover. They're running. So you think they're running cover? You think they're running cover for them?
So they running cover because they ain't got no choice. My brother, that city of brothers, I didn't know. I didn't understand because I thought brother, like you are my brother, right? Because you're my brother. You are my black brother, my brother under God, whatever you want to call it, under Allah, whatever you want to call it, you are my brother, right? So I thought when they said the city of brotherly love, I thought it was as a whole. I didn't know it was just the city of brotherly love in Philly. I didn't know that until Boots came along. Then I found out, oh no, they die hard like you can't get them to see nothing. I done talked to some of them till my eyes was blue, and I'm telling you, bro, they don't understand nothing. He ain't gotta say nothing. It ain't gotta be nothing. They gonna switch it up, and then when you listening to him, or when you look at it, you be like, do this nigga really believe what he's saying? And it appears that they really do. You feel me? I don't know what it be, coach.
I got it. Hold on, B. I got something to say. I'm reading this article right here, and with Ring Magazine, and this is a direct quote from Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm not making this up. Jaron Boots Ennis said this: "They can say what they want. I don't know who they is." He said it doesn't make a difference. These dudes can't tie my shoes. Says Jaron Boots Ennis. He said that I am the best in the world, and they know it. I don't know who they is because he didn't prefix who they is. He said I want all the big names and the belts. The tour continues. So this is what Boots said. He's 34-0. He had 35 fights. He's 34-0. 30 knockouts. He finna fight another killer named Usman Lima and all that stuff there. Everybody ducking him. They can't tie his shoes. He's on a tour right now. Some would say bombasting tour, but I'm not saying that. He's on a tour right now. Your son ducked him. Virgil Ortiz ducked him. Terrence Crawford ducked him. Errol Spence ducked him. Keith Thurman ducked him. Sean Porter ducked him. King Kong ducked him. Bachron ducked him. Fandora ducked him. Hobo Sam ducked him. I'm thinking about ducking him. Everybody ducking him. So what the man supposed to do?
Coach, this how I feel about it though, Coach. Why? Just help me know why. Keith Thurman, the one you just said, called him out right before this. They didn't even entertain that.
We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. They ain't
even entertained it. What? Yeah. Who said what? You feel what? They ain't even entertain that. So Keith Thurman just called him out, called him whatever he said. He done just called him out. He ignored it. Everybody ignored that. What's my man? Turkey out of shit. Told everybody. I got people over here that will fight you.
He said that.
You ready for whatever. We can't find Bakram a fight. You feel what I'm saying? Now, They got all the sense in the world. They got all the sense in the world to twist up what Boots want to say and what he want to do, but they ain't got enough common sense to put it together that he's on the phone with Turkey out of sheep talking and saying he want to tune up, and Turkey got Bakram at the same weight class that he can't even find a fight for, and he won't say no names about who's ducking him and running from him, but he's talking to a 154-pounder that says he wants the best. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, brother, man, you can't make it up. You can't sway these people. All you can do is just keep reporting. We're going to have to keep it pushing, keep it moving. But my thing is, it's going to get worse and worse and worse for him. It's going to get worse for him. He needs to come back, understand what this is. I told everybody, long before this, I said what he's doing is he's waiting on a flat-footed, perfect fighter. He's waiting on the perfect fighter to come to 154 and look dominant against after he said what he said in that move-up speech. It's going to be crazy knockout. It's going to be, I'm talking like a kid. That's how he was talking, like a kid. Man, it's gonna be tremendous. Just wait. And then at the end of the interview, he said, at the end of the statement, he said, even if it's not a knockout, it's gonna be a crazy performance. Go back and look at the interview with YSM. Look at it. I listen to every single word, and I pay attention to what everything say. That's what he's worried about. Mm-hmm. That's what he's worried about. You got to remember, his dad told him he couldn't get up a Karen. He couldn't get up a Karen who already made him look bad, even though he beat him 12-0, but he still made him look bad. But you can get up for Usman Lima. How, my brother? How do you do it?
Hold on. You know what? I got two good questions for you, and then we're gonna pivot.
Yes, sir.
How did you know a week before the announcement of Jaron Boots Ennis being re-signing with Matchroom for the multi-year, multi-fight deal? How did you know that when it wasn't even announced? You told me this a week ago.
I did, because people be talking. People stay talking to me. You know, you got insiders that know what be going on. You got people that's even in his situation that don't really rock with him like that, and they really start to see what he doing. So, you know, people really put stuff out there. They do it, and they know I don't like him. You feel what I'm saying? They know. But let's make this clear. I don't like him because I don't like him. So I got to say that, because I know people like to hear certain things like, oh, you don't like him, you hate. No, I don't like him because the games he's playing right now, he's been playing these games, and he did it to my son. You feel me? Even though we turned it around by me fighting off everybody on my own, but my son backing up what I said. So even though we turned it around, I'm not going to let that go till we get him in the ring. Why did he not offer Brian Norman Jr. a fight at 152 catchweight like he did Devin Haney? Ask yourself that, brother, because he didn't want to fight it. He didn't want to say, if you want this smoke, come get it at blah, blah, blah. First, he want legacy fights. First, he want belts. You get B. Norman Jr. in the ring for a belt lining up, oh, man, I'm sick. 30% got to go. You feel me? Okay, now you at this weight right here. You ain't fighting for belts no more. Pull Brian Norman Jr. up to 152 and let's see what happens. Offer it to him. Go to Turkey. He'll make that fight.
So
you don't hear none of that because they not with that smoke.
So I asked you this question as well. I say, B, it doesn't make sense for him to re-sign with. I didn't want to believe it, but you was right. I say it don't make sense for him to re-sign with Eddie Hearn when Turk Al-Sheikh can pay him 4 and 5 times more money than Eddie Hearn can ever pay him. Eddie Hearn ain't got that kind of money that Turk Al-Sheikh have. So why would he go back to Eddie?
And he got to pay it. He got to pay Eddie to fight for Turkey. Yeah. I was just telling people. I was just giving people a little details on finances, because I know they like to call me the tax man and everything else. Even though I never said nothing about taxes, I said you're going to make this. I said you're going to make this even before taxes, and then you're going to get taxed. But let me give y'all a good lesson on Coach Malachi, people. If you're making $2 million or whatever you're making, you can pretty much cut that in half. Because here are your minimums. Here are your minimums. You can do the math with me if y'all want to. If you fight for another promoter, your promoter's gonna make 20%. So if it's $2 million, your promoter is gonna make if it's $2 million, your promoter's gonna make what?
$400,000. Yeah.
$400,000. So your promoter's gonna make $400,000. The trainer gonna make $200,000. That's $600,000 gone. Your manager is gonna make minimum 10%. That's minimum 10%. So the manager's gonna make 10. That's another $200,000. You get what I'm saying? You got to pay this if you fight for a belt. You got to pay section fees. Those are 1-2% of what it else. That'd be $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. You get what I'm saying?
And and you're not even counting IRS.
I ain't saying nothing about training camp. I ain't saying nothing about none of the other expenses. I ain't saying nothing about the cut, man. I ain't saying nothing about nobody. I ain't saying nothing about nobody, coach. You feel what I'm saying? It's so, but that's what I'm trying to get these people to understand who is. Oh, the tax man and the money man, and he wanted this and he wanted that. Understand this, my people. I'm not rich by far, but I'm a very okay person, and that's because I'm a very sensible person. You feel what I'm saying? I do sensible things, and I understand business. I take the time to understand business and whatever business I get in, and that's what it is. So when you hear a $2 million offer for anybody, that person is going to take home at max $1 million. That's $2 million. He's going to take home max $1 million. Then here go where the taxes come in, where they got confused at. Then they're going to get taxed on $2 million, and you got to turn around and do your deductions and your this and your that, your itemizations, and see what they approve. And that's when you got to do. That's where the tax thing came up, where they got confused. You feel what I'm saying?
So
money ain't the money you think it's about.
All right, so how did you know Boots was going to fight Lima? You told me this a week ago as well.
Yeah.
About a week ago, around the same time. Yeah. You told me he re-signed, and you told me he was fighting. How did you know that prior to? Like, that wasn't even announced. It wasn't announced that he re-signed with Matchroom, and it wasn't announced that he was going to fight Lima. I didn't say nothing about it because I was like, I ain't want to look like a fool if I do some content on it. And it turned out to not be true because they can pivot at any given time. But you was 150,000% correct. So you knew this because you got people who keep you in the loop.
Yeah, I got people that keep me in the loop, and I'm a hush from there. I got people that keep me in the loop on certain things, but I'm also say, I'm with y'all. I'm with the Boots fans, and I'm with y'all. Some of the things he do, I promise you, I know y'all think I hate him. I do hate him. I don't hate him. I'm sorry, that's a lie. That's a lie. I do not hate him. I say I'm a Boots hater, but I don't hate nobody. I don't like him. I dislike him. That's what I do. I don't hate him at all. But I dislike the man because of how he moves. And I'm going to say this with y'all. I'm with y'all. I don't understand either. I don't understand why he didn't want to fight my son. I figured out he didn't want to fight him back in the beginning of the year, this year. So I'm with y'all. When I found out he was fighting Usman Lima, I'm with y'all. I was still really kind of in doubt until he just announced it. Then he just put it on his post. So I'm like, are you serious? But you with a straight face, with a, I want to fight for legacy. I want this. I want the best. You went from calling out all these people to all these people calling you to go and run and find the man in Portugal that ain't never been out of Portugal and bringing him to city. Bro, you got to be excuse, man. And these people giving him excuse. Well, you got to have your title. He fighting for a belt. Well, he got the international. Man, you don't go sit down. The man is fighting in Portugal, and he's from Angola. When is the last Portuguese champ? Where they gonna fight? Portuguese fucking country? What is this?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute now. The dude might be a killer, man. You probably, he might be a killer now. So, we gotta give him the benefit of the doubt now. You got the benefit of the doubt. He might be a killer.
So what's gonna happen here? Y'all gotta remember this. These are facts too. No matter what y'all saw in that ring with him and Karen, he made Karen a star. Boots Ennis made Karen a star because of how he looked in there with Karen. Karen, go anybody. Y'all ain't got to believe me. You ain't got to believe me. I tried myself.
By Karen,
anybody, please.
Karen Chugga.
Go watch a Karen fight. Go watch a Karen fight, coach, and come back and report to me how he did in them fights. Report to me how he looked. Report to me how he dominated in them fights against them other Europeans, them Europeans. Go report back to me and tell me that he looked good and he was dominant and now these other fighters won't fight a Karen. No, bro.
Hey man, look, bro. B, I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. You got these fellow niggas listening to this. I got a lot of people a lot of people from Pennsylvania listen to this show. You want to? Can you hear me?
Anyway.
I'm just saying, you got a lot of people. I know because I had an analytics. I'm gonna send you my analytics so you can see. You can be like, damn, coach. I got to break down the top. Listen, the top cities who listen to this channel, on the East Coast and Midwest is outside of New York. New York, they're huge, but Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Massachusetts. Pennsylvania is number one out of those three. And they listen, bro. I'm talking about monthly views. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, you're going to need you some security. You know.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, they ain't talking about. I ain't worried about that. So,
all right.
Hey, check this out, Coach. I'm going to say this. Though, Coach. I'm going to say that they, for the Massachusetts fans, y'all can rest easy. I tried to tell Rashida he better say yes, because if he would have said yes, he wouldn't have got the fight, but at least he would have exposed Eddie Hearn game. Eddie Hearn had already signed with Usima Lima when he put that $500,000 offer out there.
Is Lima a matchroom fighter?
No, he is not. What he did was, and let me explain to y'all people what $250,000 is. $250,000 is maximum $125,000, pretty much. Really maximum $140,000. But you, like I said, you got other fees, you got other. So you talking about a man from Portugal making $125,000? We don't know what that is in Portugal. I don't even know nobody who ever visited Portugal. Do you, Coach?
Yeah, nah.
I'm going to Portugal. I don't know nobody that ever gave me, I'm going to Portugal, man. I'll be back. I done heard of Greece. I done heard of Athens. I done heard of some crazy places. I have never heard nobody in my whole 46 years on this earth say, and you 50-something years old, you ain't never heard about
I'm 51
years of living. Say, but you ain't never heard nobody say, yeah, bro, I'm going to Portugal. I'll be back. Never heard that, bro.
Hey, check this out. Hey, shout out to Chris Popper. Chris Popper dropping that quarter of a dub. He said that man said 3-4 months ago that he was done talking about Boots, and yet here he is again. Brian Norman Sr. is Boots' biggest fan. That's what the brothers say.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You the biggest fan, brother.
I'm here to sound like, hey, brother, you're absolutely right. Here I am again. I'm done talking about Boots fighting my son. I'm not done talking about Boots as a Boots not like her.
Well, you hate hard. You hating hard,
yeah,
boy.
I'm hating. I'm not done exposing Boots. I'm not done exposing Boots. I'm gonna chase Boots to the end of the world until Boots get in the ring and do what he said he was gonna do. That's when I'm gonna stop. Until then, I'm not gonna stop. You don't know what I was done. You don't know how it was said, brother. I'm done talking about him and my son fighting. I'm not done talking about him. I'm going to keep lashing him. I'm going to keep at him. When he fight, he better be perfect. And guess what? He got all the right. If they got the nuts, but they won't. Because they ain't going to say nothing about us. You feel what I'm saying? You still, to this day, ain't never heard him say he'll whoop my son. You still ain't never heard him say it. You still ain't heard him say he want to fight him.
Look.
To this day, you still ain't heard him say,
let me tell you something.
No, he won all the champions. You'll say, hey, this is what they say. You say he said he won all the champions. Your son is champion, right? No. We call that man by name. He had no problem with calling all them other names and saying, that's this, because you know you couldn't fight them people. But the people you could fight, you did not want to say their name. And then the ones you did name that you said you'll fight, they came back and called for you, and you ran from them. How you going to do Virgil Ortiz, and Virgil Ortiz ain't even in his weight class? Wait a minute. Another fight later, here you go, up to his weight class. Now he's ducking him again.
All right. So, back to Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis, the phenom is what Blue Blood Sports TV called him. Right now, he's at 154 pounds. You know, I fully expect him to take over the 154-pound division. Bachram is ducking him. I ain't heard nobody say that, but I just got to throw that out there because somebody from Pennsylvania called and say, dudes with the belts is scared of him. They scared of him. He's Roy Jones 2.0. We know that. Those are the facts, you know, according to Philly. He's Roy Jones 2.0. Gillian Wallow, you know, he got Gillian Wallow on his team. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot that go in. I just know Boots got Lima. He's fighting Lima coming up in Philly. In October, he's fighting Lima. You know, the brother from Angola who lives in Portugal right now, he's fighting him. He's a black fighter. So Lima might be a slick black what he's from Portuguese fighter. He's from Angola, Angolian fighter. He might be a slick black fighter. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him. I ain't never heard of him myself, but he might be a killer.
There's you and nobody else. Ain't nobody else heard of me, not on this side of the world.
So, you know, so we just got to give it some time. You know, Boots will clean out the 154-pound division. He will prove that he is the best fighter on the planet, according to him. So we'll see.
Hey, you ever heard him call out any of these 154 fighters today? Any of them? Either one of them, Pandora, Bachram, anybody besides Virgil Ortiz. Have you ever heard him call out? He didn't even call out Virgil Ortiz, really. Have you ever heard him call out anybody? understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know, some people have what's called fear of failure. So they have the ability to do things, but their fear of failure is so big, and that's why he has to be in Philadelphia. He has to be in that, and he has to be engulfed or surrounded by love. He got to be surrounded by their brotherly love. You know what I mean? So you got to also remember when he fights these people, the big favorite is not going to be in Philly. There's no way it's going to be in Philly. When he fights a Fundora, if he fights a Fundora, it's not going to be in Philly. Not to say, I'm not saying he won't even beat these people, but he don't even believe in himself enough to challenge himself.
So
all I'm saying is, Coach, question. Ask anybody in the chat. Have y'all ever heard him call out any of these fighters with a name now? Y'all heard him call out any fighters that's fight at 154 now? Who heard him call out anybody at 154?
I mean,
who did he call out?
I mean, I don't. He'd hardly do interviews, so I really don't. I haven't heard him say anything. To be honest with you,
you know what?
I think maybe he was asked from the outlets that support him. He was asked about Virgil Ortiz, and he said that we sent them contracts, they turned it down, this and that, and that's what he say. So if you're a pro Boots fan, everybody's ducking him. But then when you talk to Virgil Ortiz, he says the total opposite of what Boots is saying. So it just depends on what side of the fence you're on. If you love Boots, he can't do no wrong. Everybody's scared of him, they ducking him. If you love Virgil Ortiz, they saying the same thing, as relate to Boots. So I really don't know, fam. I just want to see these niggas get in the ring and fight. This is what I say, B. And you've been listening, and I say this to you a lot. I said, look, man, when I hear these boxing fans tell me that their favorite fighter is King Kong, okay, I need to see him in there fighting Godzilla. Because if he is who you say he is, then you got to do the things that King Kong did. Yes, and this is the only problem that I have, my brother, with some of these young fighters or some of these fighters that these fans be hyping up. Because when you go to comparing them, even other content creators, when you go to comparing some of these fighters to Sugar Ray, one of my favorite fighters might be Callum or whatever. You go to compare them to Sugar Ray and Hearns and stuff. You better be doing what Sugar Ray did in order to establish his name, Sugar Ray. You don't just be given that title fighting a bunch of kids. It don't work that way.
Yeah.
It's because it's disrespect. It's disrespect to Sugar Ray. It's disrespect to Roy and all of those guys. So I don't like comparing the fighters of this era to the fighters of that era. They're just saying me. Man. But what say you about that?
I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly, because what it is people be looking for somebody to be excited about, man. People be looking for somebody to be excited about, so when they see anything or whatever, even though it's not, if it's somebody else, they gonna say, yeah, but who is he fighting? Yeah, but what is he doing?
Yeah.
Hey, who is Usman Lima? Who is that? Who the fuck is that guy? And they were trying to say, who the fuck is it? Was just talking about who is Jensen Saki. Jensen Saki was ranked number 1 in Japan, and he was ranked number 1. Look, he was ranked number 2 on BoxRec. He was ranked number 3. No, 6. He was ranked number 6 on Ring Magazine. Mm-hmm. I don't see Usman Lima on Ring Magazine ranking. I see him ranked number 10 on BoxRec ranking. I don't see him ranked nowhere else. Y'all said who was Jensen Saki? Who is Usman Lima? Who the fuck is that guy? Come on, get it back. Let's get the same energy.
You know what? Coach, go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, I was gonna say, man, because it get late in your show, bro. I don't want to pick up nobody calls, man. I be long-winded sometimes, so I got to go.
All right.
But anyway, so listen, I know people they want to get their call in, want to get their word in, coach, and it's going on, man. So handle your business, man. I just called in to say my piece. I can't believe this man came out and said he was a fighter, Usman Lima, and he really said that, and he really okay with that. After saying he want the best and he want to prove he the best. Mm-hmm. And one more thing. Why is it so hard to get guys in the ring, just like you just said? Brian Norman Jr., who we talking about, signed a fight in 7 days after his last fight with Devin Haney. Mm-hmm. Arguably one of the best boxers in the world. Jensen Saki, he waited to after Boots fight, see what he wanted to do, see what they had to say. They had nothing to say. What? 15 days after that, he signed another one with Jensen Saki. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not hard to get in the ring. If you want to fight somebody, fight them. Stop talking about who they is. They don't deserve to be in there. Oh, man, he'll kill him, and they automatically get the victory. Hold your people, hold your fighter to the same
standard or criteria.
You hold all these wrestling fighters to the same criteria. Hold your fighters to the same standards. Keep it across the board. Don't talk that BS. I'm gonna holler at you later, coach.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.